Adam and the Curse of Hootington Manor, written and told by the amazing Noah. On the London Railway there are many different branch lines and loop lines, but there is one that the engines never go down, the Hootington Loop Line. It's a rusty old line with tracks that look like they are in need of bit of repair, but at the top of the hill sits an abandoned manor house called Hootington Manor. No one knows who originally owned it, but there is a story that goes many years back. Adam the 9F was just waiting at King's Cross for his usual express run of taking many of the adults of London to their jobs and then taking them home again. So then he saw Melissa checking her vet equipment. So, since she was an owl, Adam decided to ask if she knew anything about Hootington Manor. "Excuse me, Melissa," asked Adam. "Do you know anything about Hootington Manor?" Melissa went pale when she heard that name. Not much. I'll tell you later," as Melissa climbed on board really fast, and the guard blew his whistle and Adam huffed away confused. He had no idea why Melissa was scared. Later that night, he explained to the other engines. They seemed concerned. "I don't know why Melissa is so scared whenever that name is brought up," said Martha. "Perhaps she's just being the scaredy feathers," oiled Diesel. "Diesel, now's not the time for your jokes," said Dennis. "Mostly because of the history of that manor," said Riley ominously. "What are you talking about, Uncle Riley?" asked Sarah. "Well, I'll tell you. And this is the story the little engine told. Many years ago, when me and Martha were the only engines running the London Railway, the manor was owned by Melissa's grandmother, also known as the mother of Melissa's mum, Lady Hootington. She was a very rich lady. She wore a posh hat, a long posh dress, and she always carried a posh white handbag. But she was a very kind woman and always loved donating to charity. She even had a special railway line, built up to her manor so she could invite people round to her manor house for events. One night, I took some people to an event. I was excited because it's not every day I get to take important people to important events. Unfortunately, it wouldn't go the way I thought it would. I awoke the next day to find the police waiting to get a statement out of me. It turned out that one man that was on my coach had snuck into the house with an axe. He hunted down all the guests were so scared they ran into the surrounding forest, where they were eventually hunted down and killed by the axeman, along with Lady Hootington, before he took his own life later that night. The massacre in that house left the owner dead, and now they say her spirit still roams the house, still seeking for the axeman who killed her and all her guests. Sometimes she even mistakes an engine for the killer. So be careful when you're going out tonight, Adam. The other engines were as still as ice, unaware that the wise tank engine knew such a horrifying story. Later that night, Adam had to take Octopi, Melissa, their kids, and some of their friends on a ghost walk. Adam thought this would be the best time to go and find out about the true mystery behind the curse of Hootington Manor for himself. As soon as the guard's whistle blew, he chuffed away down the main line to the Hootington Manor loop line. Along the way, as he puffed through the fog and and with the full moon shining down on him, he could swear he could feel the presence of someone watching him. Soon they made it to the Hootington loop line, and Adam stopped right at the top of the hill. He gazed up and shivered. Above stood Hootington Manor. "All right, everyone, let's go out on this ghost walk," said Octopi. They were just about to get out when suddenly they heard a shatter from the front of Adam. "What was that, Adam?" shouted Amelia. Adam's driver climbed onto the running board and checked. "Oh, bother! Adam's lamp has gone out. We're going to be stuck here for quite a while before we can go. It's not safe to go without a lamp, old boy." Then suddenly, Adam and everyone else saw a faint shape in the fog. It looked like an owl, a bit like Melissa. Everyone, are you seeing what I'm seeing?" "I think we are," said Chomper. Then Adam's lamp came on to reveal the ghost of Lady Hootington. It was like Riley described it. Her eyes were completely black. She was wearing a long, posh dress, and she was wearing a big, posh hat. "Ah!" Adam screamed. "Get me out of here, driver!" The driver wasted no time and clambered into the cab. Octopi and everyone else in the coaches began to panic. "It's okay, everyone. We'll be alright." "But Octopi, look!" They all looked out the coach to see the ghost was walking towards them, slowly but spookily. "Get us out of here, Adam!" shouted Mindy. "You don't have to tell me twice!" And Adam puffed away from the loop line as fast as he could. He didn't stop until he was at the safety of King's Cross Station. The next day, when all the engines woke up, they all noticed how traumatized Adam was. So rightfully, Mr. Stevens gave him the day off. But Adam would never forget his experience. The next day, he asked Melissa again. "Well, about Lady Hootington," she said. She wants to get revenge on everyone. Because she, well, the axeman kind of hit her eyes out. That's why she can't see. So that's why she assumes anyone is the killer." Soon, Melissa got on board and Adam puffed away, scared out of his mind of the loop line. If there was one thing he could be thankful for, however, is that Lady Hootington did not claim him as her newest victim. I think he's right to be lucky, don't you?